So yeah, we could start with the clear. The most important that I want you to also feel it. I'm not going to do the water pop. Do you want me to do the water pop? Give me the water. So basically, I'm just going to show you the steps. This is not only for my oil. This is the way I think the wood surface, especially for floors, large areas, it should be sanded, right? You sand it, whatever the number is beginning, but you finish up the last grid 120. That's the borderline. So basically this is sanded 120. So what I want to do half of it a water pop, and then the other half we will leave it regular. And we're going to see few things. Absorption, scratches, everything. Beautiful. Just the oak when it gets wet. So, and you don't need so much water to do water pop. In reality, I could have done a wet wipe. You see them opened up?
Yeah.
Can you feel it?
Yeah.
You feel that little, you don't want those things to be in the oil. So I will take like a red pad. You hear the sound? Look at that sound. Somebody told me, yeah, I do that. Then I do a maroon pad. So basically I send it 120. So I want to open it up, and they will take a maroon pad and pat it. Now they polished it 600. It's not going to take the color. This is not an abrasive. It's just like a little plasticky, you know.
It just knocks them
Yeah,
out.
it's like a scrubbing, knocks them out. Now, look, I knocked them out. Feel it. It feels like almost wire brushed.
Yeah.
You know why? Because those softer grains, they got knocked out. You got naturally kind of aged and wire brush, so it will take really nice color. And here, did I dry that? I think I did, right? Yeah. So here, you see how smooth it is? And you already know, touch it, feel it. You already know when you put the color, it's going to take it nice. So now, let's get a color. Make a choice of a color. Nice cherry. You like cherry? Okay. You know what?
I would have gone mahogany, but I feel like that's too.
I have mahogany too.
You do, but I want to see the cherry.
Okay, you want to see the cherry. I'm not too crazy for the cherry, otherwise I would do the whole thing.
Okay.
So I'm going to do a little bit of it. You must shake it well. I opened it. Oh, that's a nice cherry, by the way. I changed my mind. Okay, so look, I'm mixing it really good. So what I do, I want to scrape the bottom. See, I start in the middle. Slowly, I go to the end. Everything matters. Okay, so you can keep wiping it. Even if you touch anything, you know, you can wipe it. You applicate with the red pad, and you finish up with the white pad. This is a 3M red pad, white pad they're using for janitorial stores, wiping up marbles and all that. The difference is these two. This is much coarser and this is much softer. So this will not wipe off. It will just keep living around, but it will let me spread it. This one is much finer. It will wipe it off. And that's what I want, right? So now we have, you know, we have the cherry stain. What this is, we call oil because you rub it on like an oil. But this got acrylic inside too. It got hard wax oil. So you have everything to make a strong body. This is not like stain. So you can finish with this. This is not a stain. This is a finish. You could put this 2 times color or 1 time color and you're done. But you see, I'm making these circles, right? You see these little circular lines? You see them? Very fine lines. You see them? You see that? You want to see that. That means this is saturated. It can't take anymore and leaving the lines on top. If you don't see those lines, that means you wiped everything off. And how you know I put enough? Yeah. Because I could have put a little bit, rubbed around, and it's not saturated. And that could be a problem. Water absorption, you know, uneven color and all that. Right after that, I go with the white pad and I will clean the excess. So this white pad, it's got its own spread rate. You see, it will pull out enough, but not everything. Okay, so Then I go with the wood direction if it's a table. Now, look at what happened. That's a water pop. That's not a water pop. And remember I dripped a little water there? I'm gonna go ahead and wipe this off. Now, another thing. Let's say if I was doing these 2 rooms, I did the half already, and I put a tape, and I'm doing the other half. So I moved all the furniture here. But the key is that you wanna remove this tape prior drying, because you don't want it to go under it, not to dry, and later on oozes out. This light, it's the smallest light we have, but it's extremely powerful. But for you to do a project, tabletop, countertop, you want to go the stronger light, but this is perfect light for making samples or any kind of obstructions that are going upwards. You're wearing gloves. Even though it's a natural product, you're wearing gloves, and you also, even though this is a A-wave, but it's strong light. This is what a dental's office they're using for the dental fillers. It's a A395 nanometer. But if you shine that in your eye, it will hurt you because it's too strong. Okay. You know? So, how do I look? At least you're honest, you know. So there is no reason for me to keep this high up. I can. The reason I'm keeping it low, because if it shines there, it's going to dry that. Now, see if that's dry.
Yeah.
Yeah, see if you go here, you have some, you see?
Yeah.
What you could do, you can cure that, the side also.
Yeah. Won't get the sides.
Yeah, yeah. So it's cured. Show the paper first. It's nice and dry, right? Go ahead. Why are you laughing? What happened? Don't cry. He loves it so much. He's crying.